Hi guys, it's Tina. It's time for my August crafting update. I did almost forget what month we were in then. So this is the update for all my other crafting that isn't my counted cross stitch, which I update in my floss tube at the end of each month. So I'm filming these kind of mid-month-ish, just to give you another video and to update you on the rest of my crafting. So I've got 3 projects to show you today that have some progress this month. So let's get into those. So the first project is living in this lovely tote bag. This is from Giddy Yarns. It is actually a Giddy Yarns wool project as well. So this tote bag was actually from the advent calendar that I used for this knitting project. And this is my Habitation throw. And as the eagle-eyed among you may spot, there are no needles attached to this anymore because it is finished. I don't know if I can get it all in. Probably not. But it was a circular fade, so it did start up at this yellow. We went through oranges and pinks into purples, and then we did blue and green at the end. And right at the end it went back to a very yellow green. So I'll just show you the progress since my last update. So this progress marker here, which you probably can't see very well on here, this progress marker here is where I was. So I was just into that first blue stripe. So I've done all the blue and all the green since the last update. So this is now, the knitting is finished on this. I have got quite a few ends to sort out on the back of this, and it obviously does need washing and blocking. But I think it's going to be a nice sized either decorative throw or a lap blanket. So yeah, this pattern is the Habitation throw, which is by Helen Stewart. I can sort of see what you can see through the holes in the middle. It is a very simple 10-row lace repeat. It's 9 rows of garter stitch and then a very simple lace repeat for that 1 row to make the lace pattern. But that is a finish, and the first finish for these project updates on this channel. So obviously, as I had finished a knitting project, I did pick up another one. This one has been reasonably recently started, but was put aside while I was concentrating on finishing on that Habitation throw. And as you might tell, as this one's living in a much smaller project bag, this is a much smaller project. Yet again, this is more Giddy Yarns. This is a colourway from her Lord of the Rings collection. This is the Fellowship of the Ring, and this is on her high twist BFL nylon sock base. So that's the yarn band, and this is the colour. So it's lovely variegated colour. It is mainly dark green with some blue and some kind of maroonish browns thrown in. So very appropriate for the Fellowship, I think, for the kind of mainly green and brown vibes of the Lord of the Rings. And the project I'm doing with this is actually a Musselburgh hat, or Musselburgh Hat, Musselburgh I think, because it's Edinburgh and it's got the same spelling. Let's get this the right way around. Yep. So this is the Musselburgh Hat. It's only had a small start. Obviously the Musselburgh Hat is a pattern by Ysolda Teague. I have knit one before in double knit, I think it was, which I wear myself. It's in a white to grey fade. So I am knitting this one in this BFL. This is obviously only a sock weight yarn, so this is going to take a little bit more knitting. But once I get past all the increases, it is just straight stockinette until I get to the other end with the decreases. So hopefully that should be reasonably easy knit, in a similar way to the Habitation throw was, because it was mainly garter stitch. So lots of knitting stitch all round here. So that's the beginning of that. I will shove a progress keeper on this. It has got a progress keeper on already, but that's just to mark my beginning around, so I might change that out for something else so I don't get confused. But yeah, that's the progress on that one so far. And then my only other project that isn't a counted cross stitch is actually a stamped cross stitch. This one gets taken to work so that I can do it on my lunch break and such. Let's just dig out the picture. So this is a Painting Fairy cross stitch. It's only a reasonably small one. I think it's on 16 count, if I remember correctly, and it is this hyacinth. Yeah, so that's the painting fairy cross stitch I'm doing. Obviously, as it's counted, I'm not really marking off on the pattern. I don't really have to refer to the pattern very often either, because the printing on Painting Fairy is very, very clear. So that's why I take it to work. I don't have to take Pattern Keeper with me. It's a kit, so I don't have to take all my floss with me because it's all in the kit. And this is where I've got to. So some of these colours are quite light, so it's a little tricky to see what I've done. But as you can probably tell, most of the top is now complete. I've got quite a bit of the flowers complete. I think I'm complete down to about here. And obviously, as I've picked a colour, I've taken it down wherever it's gone. I'll just show you the back, because it's probably easy to see how much is actually stitched on the back, because there's no print to compete with. So yeah, that's how much I've got stitched. So there's, I'm probably about between half and 2/3 of the way through the flower head. So that's making some decent progress. So I will take that back to work with me, and hopefully I can continue putting in a few threads on that, and hopefully it will look quite nice when it's finished. There is quite a bit of back stitch in this one, which I think will definitely help bring the picture out at the end. Yeah, so that's the end of this update video. I will see you next month for another crafting update, and I will see you at the beginning of September for my August floss tube update for my counted cross stitch. If you wish to follow along with my crafting, please do remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you liked it, and ask any questions down in the comments below if you have any. I will try and remember to put all the pattern details of all the items I've mentioned in the description box, but if I do forget anything or you have any questions, please do let me know, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.